And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The running back has it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's Cole. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Makes the catch. It's Moulton. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throwing right. The short hands. It's Jacobs. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Wolverines are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Let's take take a minute to talk about Michigan. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Connection to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Leaves it with the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. Defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running to the left. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Russell. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense putting points on the board.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. He's in open space downfield. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Got his man quickly. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. Alabama facing 4th down as we open play here in the 2nd quarter. Has to get there, Not enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Makes the catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Buys a little time with his feet. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Still looking on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
There are quarterbacks that drop back and stay in the pocket, and you play action, you keep him in the pocket the whole time. Not this guy. I'm going to use his athletic ability. He does a great job bootlegging to the right. Now I got him on the run. Do I stop him with his feet? Do I stop him throwing the ball down the field? Puts the defense in a really tough position.
Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
It's a good young lesson for all young receivers out there. Never jump up and down waving your hands trying to get the attention of the quarterback, because guess what? All you're doing instead is getting the attention of the defense. They're able to run over and get the INT.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
behind the sticks on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Webb. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Cole. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Grab near the marker, it's Moulton. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The sure hands. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Michigan.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
This D coordinator, man, he will take sacks any way he can get it. They weren't able to get it right off the bat, but tremendous job pursuing. Nice speed. Everybody keeping their eye on the QB. They're able to force him out of bounds to create that negative play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Give to the single back. Breaks into the open. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage.
He'll take a shot. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He wants to go deep. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Got it set up on the outside. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Pringle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Buying some time as he moves left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
The play action fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Pringle. At the 35, he's got room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game started.
And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown tie.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. The give from the gun. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Defense in press coverage. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Tide offense rolls onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Russell. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Looking down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Extending the play. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all this.
Oh, he wants it all. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. That's caught. It's Cole. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds a man in the middle. Right down the boulevard. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown! touchdown, Michigan!
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. Kept it, and he's past the marker. It's a running room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Back to pass, it's Russell. Looking for the goal line. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it, but I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
so close to cashing it in for this offense. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hale. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's
looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Dances away to buy time. Finding open areas. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
And because of the success this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. Back to throw, it's Russell. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's got it in more than enough for a first down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
To the air on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
Stepping to the right. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Alabama.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the right. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the #1 team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt. But after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like This is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that will keep you out of that spot. Still a good team. Still a lot of time to do some great things in front of them. Today was a disappointing day.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.